Hello. So, I am now updating. It is 2:44 p.m. You did not miss a whole lot. I slept in thanks to my amazing husband because of how late I got home last night from work. Oh geez. Oh, it is so bright outside. I slept in as much as I could. I showered and I got myself ready for work. I finished editing my vlogs 3, 4, and 5. I crammed those all together because there wasn't really much to show. And now I am on the way to work. I work at 3 o'clock and I work for 12 hours. So yes, I did finish The Color Purple. I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to read Meddling Kids or my 5-Minute Mysteries books. I think I'm gonna read my 5-minute mystery book. Meddling Kids fulfills 2 challenges. My adventure book does not really. There might be green on the cover, so I might be able to kind of cheat it a little bit. But I just know that I won't get Meddling Kids done. And my 5-minute mysteries book is over half the size. So I have it in my lap here. Obviously I'm not reading it. Actually, yeah, there is green on the cover. So wonderful. I'm gonna count this as being my green on the cover book because human beings are adaptable. It is so hot. I have the air on. I am gonna be at work in about 15 minutes. See if I can get this sucker done. At least this is like a fun sort of read. I don't have to, well, I don't have to think too hard. The whole point is that you're thinking about how to solve mysteries, but it's not, they're not like really in-depth sort of books. There's like 36 stories in this little 170 pages, so they're all very, very brief. Alrighty, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. If I get this thing done today, I have no idea what I'm gonna read tomorrow. I haven't thought about that. So, anyway, I'm gonna stop vlogging, and I'm gonna get out of here. Bye, guys. Hey, it is 3:28 in the morning. I didn't get to film anything as I expected I wouldn't be able to. So I'm really sorry that today was really boring and there's nothing to show or talk about. Let's see. I was able to read at work. I am reading the further 5-minute mysteries. I'm on page 101, so I'm actually a decent way through. Yeah. Before I go to bed, I wanted to catch you up. I didn't show you the last 2 days' Instagram challenges because the Instagram challenges are my favorite. I do them so much more than the video challenges. They're easier to design and film. And okay, so let's see. The challenge from today I did right before I left for work, and that was to essentially play 2 truths and a lie. You have to take a picture of 3 books, 2 of them you've read and 1 of them you haven't, and have people guess which one you haven't read. So this is the one that I took today, and the one that I have not read is Sleeping Beauties. And then yesterday the challenge was to take a photo that's matching its background. So I got this really beautiful cover of The Interestings by Meg Wolitzer, and I sort of just lined up a bunch of my daughter's construction paper so that it kind of matches. Some spots are not so much, some spots are better than others, but I think it actually came out really, really cool. I need to go to sleep. I will see you in the morning. Thanks for sticking with me on these boring days. Alright, anyway, enough blabbering. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Jaws all drop at the candy shop when we walk in the store. It's a frightening display.
Good morning.
Mothers hide their children's eyes and hurry to
Alright, I don't know how exciting today's video is going to be, which is why I'm including footage of me getting ready, because just like yesterday there may not be a whole lot there if I don't. It is around noon at this point. Like I said yesterday, I got to sleep in because I was up until, you know, almost 4 o'clock. Today I have to work again. I work at 3 o'clock again, but I only work until midnight. I don't work until 3 in the morning. So I'm just trying to get myself ready. Tim is downstairs with the girls. I haven't seen any of them today. And all my makeup stuff is downstairs, which is really annoying, so I can't really even get myself completely ready, besides just putting on a little bit of concealer. Let me see. I just basically have to get through further 5-minute mysteries today, which I will definitely be able to do. And then I will have read 4 books for this week. The only book that was on my TBR that I have not gotten to is Meddling Kids. I always feel like every time there's a readathon, that's the time when I work the most. I mean, of course I do work like a 40-hour work week like most adults, but because I work shift work at a hospital, that doesn't mean I don't work 9 to 5 days a week. I work 4 shifts. I work 2 12s and 2 8s. So that means that in any given week, I'm off 3 days instead of 2. And it always ends up working out that the bulk of the days that I am working are readathon days. So of course I work today, and then I think I have 2 days off in a row, Monday and Tuesday, which are great because those are not readathon days, and I would have loved to have been able to have those days for the readathon. It's just the way that it always works out. And then I never really get as much read as I want to, but I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. It's not really that big of a deal. It just like sucks. Can I have those? Like, can I have like a couple of days off in a row for a readathon? It's okay. Hey, by the way, while I'm sitting here and chatting with you, and you know, I have obviously been away from YouTube for a really long time, and I'm kind of trying to get back into it. Is there anything that you want to see from me? I never really asked that before because my videos are always just basically, here's my wrap up, here's my TBR, here's a tag, and then that was it. I wasn't really trying to do anything different, but if any of you out there have anything that you want to see from me, or just let me know. I'm totally open for that. I always like to kind of hear what people want to see, because I'm not the most creative person on the face of the earth. Okay, I'm going to go downstairs, put the rest of my makeup on, and then try to relax. I hear downstairs a lot of screaming and yelling. You hear that? I have to go downstairs to that. Okay. Bye. Hello again. 2:30. I'm heading out to work a little early because I'm getting coffee, if anyone is totally surprised by that. It just rained a little bit, but it didn't last, which kind of sucks. I love the rain. Anyway, okay, it's the last day of the readathon. I am definitely going to finish further 5-minute mysteries tonight. I went ahead and brought Meddling Kids to start, if I'm able to get it started. I know that I'm definitely not going to come anywhere close to finishing it, but I am going to keep reading it after the readathon is done. I just realized, like an hour ago, that I never watched The Color Purple, and it's just because I've been working my night shifts and there's not a time to watch movies at home during the day when I'm sleeping. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may bring it to work and see if I can like stick it in my computer at work and watch it in little bursts here and there throughout the day. Probably not. What I'm probably gonna do is start it at 11:30 tonight when I get home and maybe stay up and watch it. I don't know. It'll be definitely after midnight when it's done, but at least I can say that I watched it during the week. But I totally forgot that I never watched the movie. Like, oh, that's weird. And I'm also very sad that I'm not going to do the last Instagram challenge today. I've done all 6 up until today. And my reasoning is, well, 1, the challenge is to take a photo of your favorite book, which is it's superficially very easy, but also I think it's the hardest challenge of the entire week. And it's because I hate being asked to name any favorite. I hate it because I can't name a favorite of anything. And then I feel like whatever post that I would do, it would not do my favorite book justice, right? My favorite book is going to require like a really special photograph. But I really can't do it, one, because I've been working night shifts and I just woke up at like 11:30, and then after I got myself ready and hung out with the family for a few minutes and kind of tidied up, and now it's time for me to go to work. And I just don't have the time to put to making a really good picture, and then I just don't know if I can even pick a favorite book in the first place. I would have been a lot more comfortable if the challenge was like, oh hey, what are like 3 of your favorite books, or like your top 5 favorite books, even though those would still be hard. I have this weird guilt where I'm like, I don't want to name one book my favorite, and then I feel guilty about not, you know, saying my other books or my favorites. It's like being asked to name your favorite child. Like, you just can't do that. So all those factors combined, I'm just not doing it. But the biggest was just I don't have time. Especially because on my like Instagram, like the kind of photo that I would need to take or want to take requires more time and usually someone else to help me take the photo. So I'm not doing it today. It makes me a little sad. It's all right. I'm going into work. I don't work 12 hours. I work 8. And I should be home before the stroke of midnight when the challenge, or when the weekends. So I'm gonna stop. Ah, that was a big bump. I'm gonna stop filming. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later. Bye. I'm here, and I didn't realize how early I left home because I'm like 13 minutes early, and I'm not going inside 13 minutes early. Also, I wanted to tell you something secretive. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm wearing jeans to work. I'm not really supposed to. They're like a dark-ish wash, and plus it's Sunday, and I'm working with people that aren't gonna like care. So I'm being a little casual today with the dress code, and I hope that that's all right. Anyway, I'm gonna take this extra 15 minutes, and I'm going to try to get a couple more pages read of this before I actually officially start work. Booktubeathon is over. It is actually 1:10 in the morning on Monday, the 6th. So Booktubeathon has been over for over 1 hour. I have just been up watching TV with my husband. He's upstairs now in bed. I should be in bed, but considering I have been working till 3:30 in the morning the past 2 nights, my brain and body still wants me to be awake, so I'm just trying to kind of wind down a little bit. Anyway, I eventually did finish further 5-minute mysteries. It's like a 2.5 or a 3 for me. It was kind of a bummer because I wrote in my Goodreads review that the thing about this, these logic puzzles, a lot of the puzzle solutions had to do less with like deductive reasoning and more so with like having to need a very specific set of knowledge about circumstances that I would not know about. So I mean, of the 36 puzzles, I didn't nail the solution for any of them, and one of them I got kind of close on. Like, it was kind of like when I read the solution, I was like, yeah, that's basically what I guessed. So 1 out of 36 of these I've gotten right. It was fun to read. I would like to read more of these. I guess I just would need it to be about other things. But there's no doubt that the author like knows what they're doing and can write logic really well. Anyway, that being said, I am completely done. The readathon is over with. I'm excited to kind of get back to reading at a slower more relaxed pace. I think that I still am going to pick up Meddling Kids now that the readathon is over. I've been hearing from everyone that I need to read it. So that's my plan. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I need to go to bed. I will be uploading this hopefully tomorrow. I hope you all had a wonderful readathon. I generally hear really good things about people enjoying my vlogs. I feel like that they're really boring, but I'm glad that if you've enjoyed them, letting me know that you did enjoy it. If you want me to do more vlogs once in a while, I can, and they don't have to be just for readathons. I could just upload a vlog once in a while, but I tend to like to do them for readathon, so you can kind of get an idea as to what my life looks like and how I'm able to read and when I can read and just kind of what it's like for me as a mom and a reader. So anyway, I will wrap up this vlog. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I hope that you had a great readathon, and I should be hopefully posting a wrap up here in the next few days. Take care. I will see you for the next readathon. Good night. Goodbye. Peace out. Bye bye, guys.